Hey everyone!
Hi, we're back. It's Sharika and KJ from AID-ucate.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're back with some more thinking questions, some math questions. Let's get started.
yeah. Let's start this quiz.
All right, here we go. First question, you want me to read it?
Okay, you can go first.
There were 30 pencils in a box. Some pencils were removed, and now there are 12 pencils remaining. We're going to use P to represent the number of pencils that were removed. So now, which two of the algebraic expressions below can be used to determine the number of pencils removed? So remember, started out with 30, removed some, which we will call P, and 12 pencils are left. So how are we going to do this?
We are going to try and find out which ones look similar to that, or which ones
Right,
make
which
more
one
sense.
sounds just like the right. So let's use blue. So what we're saying is in our original container, in our box, we had 30. We took out P and we are left with a box having 12. So do you see the expression, KJ? Which ones do you choose as your answer?
I would choose B.
Which makes sense because, yeah, 30, take away P equals 12.
Yeah, just like this.
And
I would choose E.
Which makes sense too, because if you should have the box with 12 and then you're adding P, you should get back that box with 30. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, next. You want to read this one?
Yeah. That's my man dancing in the corner. Okay. At lunchtime, the students of grade 6, Brown, spent their time as follows. 24 played football, 10 played hopscotch, and 14 talked with friends. Which of the following shows a ratio of 5 to 7?
Yeah, so basically a ratio shows like the relative sizes of two or more figures. So basically the students in the class were pretty much divided up into 3 groups. But we're looking for the 2 groups that would show a ratio of 5 to 7, meaning those 2 groups in terms of their numbers should be the same as if we were saying they were divided into a group of 5 students doing a particular activity and another group which would be 7 students doing the activity. Now, when we look at the groups, none of them says 5 or 7. None of them do. But remember, it's a ratio, which means it's a comparison and not the actual number. But in real life, we're looking for one that the groups that could be 5 because of maybe multiplication, it's bigger, yes, or 7. So if you look at it, what group could be the group that is a ratio of 5 to 7? What groups? If you look at this one, a 10 is actually a 5 multiplied by 2.
And the 14 is 7 multiplied by 2 as well.
Right. It's just that the ratio is a comparison and it's not necessarily the actual number. For example, a ratio of 1 to 2 is the same thing as saying there were probably 2 boys
and 4 girls.
Yeah. And that's the ratio of boys to girls, 1 to 2. So back to the question, what's our answer? So a ratio of 5 to 7 is actually those who played hopscotch
And those who talk to friends.
All right, so now that we know, what's our answer, KJ? 5 to 7
is 10 to 40.
Exactly. So, okay, there we go. Great job. All right. This one, we're just going to do some of it for you and leave the rest for you to work out at home. We're converting from percentage to fraction
to decimal.
Yeah, pretty cool. This is something that, takes a lot of brain work. But, they say that for the fraction column, they want it to be in the lowest term, meaning we're going to make them in their simplest form. Let's do number 5 first. So I like this one, how it starts, because it's 7 over 10. And 7 over 10 as a percentage has to be a number over 100.
Yes.
How do you change a fraction to a percentage? Well, 7, we need to make 7 over 10 a number over 100. So in order for our denominator 10 to become 100,
we would multiply it by 10.
Sorry. Yes, my mistake. And then, so we do the same to our numerator. So our new numerator becomes
70.
Yes. So 70 over 100 is the same as
70%.
Great. Now, 70% as a decimal, or 7 over 10 as a decimal, anytime you have a percent and you're converting it to a decimal, a little easy way to do this is to literally just put 7, 0, and put the decimal point right in front, leaving 2 decimal places. So our decimal should be 0.7. You want to try the next one? All right, and the last one we're going to do for you today will be number 1. Number 1, where it says 320%. Remember, a percent will be any number over what?
Will be any number over 100.
Great. So we have our fraction already. We have our fraction. But 320 over 100, but it's
improper fraction.
It's improper and it's not in the lowest form. How about we try to make it smaller? Or do you want to make it a mixed fraction first? Or do you want to make it smaller first? Okay, we can try to make it smaller first. 32 over 10, which will be equal to 3 and 2 over 10. Making this smaller by dividing by 2 is 3 and 1 over 5.
Yes.
Yay. As a decimal, I'm going to go back to my percentage. Remember, we're technically saying it's 320 divided by 100 or over 100. And as a decimal, we're saying this breaks down to 32 divided by 10,
which is
3.2. Great. Awesome. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for watching.
All right. See you soon again. This has been
AID-ucate.
Goodbye.
Later, guys. Have a great time.
Bye. And thanks for 1K.
Thanks, you guys.
Oh my goodness, we're over 1K. See you guys. Thank you.
Remember to click one of those videos on the left or on the right.
Yes, and keep telling your friends about us.
And then listen up and down.
Bye.
Bye.